This is the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. Boys, today we're talking about teams that have the NBA worried. What we mean by that is like teams like the Orlando Magic, 7 in a row. Minnesota Timberwolves, top of the league.
Yep.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, overachieving, overperforming. We won't mention Josh Giddey today. Yeah, he's got the NBA worried. And we're even going to mention a bit later on, if you stay for some negativity, LA Clippers and why the NBA should be worried about them. It's probably another team I forgot. Let's start with these Orlando Magic. Before the season started, I said, boys, watch out for that Wendell Carter Jr. Wendell Carter has been injured for like the whole month, the whole season.
I haven't seen him.
So maybe, and he wasn't playing well to start off with. Look, I think we talked in the group chat.
Yep.
Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Moritz Wagner off the bench.
Jalen Suggs.
Batadze,
Cole Anthony.
Filling in. Cole Anthony off the bench. I didn't want to say Cole Anthony. I didn't want to say Jalen Suggs. And I didn't want to say
Guards.
Markelle Fultz. Why is that? Because they're a separate category. Because Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, they're just talented, but they're not. And even Wendell Carter, I'm starting off with a negative. What worries me about the Magic is, I don't know, they don't have any like killers, I feel like. They just got 12, what did I say in the group chat? 12 good players. 12 good to decent players, reliable players, especially the Wagners. But then Jalen Suggs, Markelle Fultz when he's not injured, and Cole Anthony, these guard like something to prove Jalen Suggs, something to prove Markelle Fultz. Cole Anthony has accepted his role off the bench, but I bet he still wants to be a starter. These guys are like playing their heart out. Did you
So much confidence.
Did you see when Jalen Suggs missed that game-winning 3 against you guys?
Yep.
He was crying like he lost the NBA Finals.
Like Pat Bev.
And it was October, it was November.
Yeah.
The point is, like, he cares. These guys, where Banchero and Wagner, where they might not be, I don't know, where they might be young and lacking that ferocity.
Yep.
These guys, they've just got so many guys who just put in their piece, their contribution.
Play the right way.
What do you think about Joe Ingles and the Orlando Magic?
Joe Ingles.
He's on there as well.
Well, Joe Ingles adds that veteran leadership. Right. Like, he's been there, done that with the Australian team, but also with the Jazz, seeing how things go to turmoil, understanding and getting these young guys to make sure, hey, you guys are just role players in one way or another. Of course, you have Paolo. For me, he's a superstar.
Yeah. In the making.
In the making. Such a big boy,
Yeah.
man. So from last year, I was always I really was impressed with them last year, and then they had a few injuries here and there. But when I saw, Wagner in the group, I was like, for me, I knew he was going to be a great role player straight away.
Yeah.
And at one point, he was 100% from the line, like scoring over 20, or when I say from the line, from the 3-point line, over 20 points. And then he was like, 2 minutes left. We've already won this. I'm going to keep chucking them up.
Yeah.
And that's when he started missing. And, man, it's just scary what those guys do. But the thing is, they have an identity.
Yeah.
And that is defense. If you don't, we're similar to another team that we'll get talking about, but they're not the greatest shooting team.
No.
And they can use a bit more shooting, but they've all bought into a defensive system and a scheme, and they're just getting loose balls, tips, just making the other team work that extra harder. Again, milking the clock down. They're one of the top 3 in doing that. So this Orlando have a direction. When everything goes wrong, they're still there. And that's why I'm thinking that these guys are a bit more legitimate than what they have been in the past. Yeah.
Well, with this, and partly what this video is about, what we want to talk about this week is, are they legitimate? Are these positions we're seeing, should we be worried about how the Magic are for real? And with the Clippers later, spoilers, negatives, should we be worried about how shit they are?
Can they sustain?
The Magic, right? So they've won 7 in a row. They're second in the East, tied with like the Bucks, the Sixers, and whoever else. Here's their 7 wins in a row. They've beaten the Bucks. No, sorry. The Bulls,
Easy.
the Pacers, which is a decent game.
That's good as.
The Raptors, the Nuggets without Murray, the Celtics,
that's
but without
Brown?
without Brown, Porzingis and Holiday. Porzingis and Holiday, the 2 new guys.
okay.
So there's an asterisk on even the big wins. They beat the Hornets, and then they've got the Magic tomorrow.
Wait, Magic.
No, sorry, they've got the Wizards tomorrow.
Yeah.
So a few asterisks on the big wins and easy teams they've beaten. And then, so they've got the Wizards.
But they've also made sure it counts in the play-in tournament.
Yes.
So yes, it's been like an easy schedule, but when
They've had big games.
Yeah, they've had big games.
they've had
And
big
that's what we're liking about this in-season tournament. Big games earlier on, and, you'll see the flakiness of teams in big moments, or
You're a bit chirpy early on about Miami's 2-0 record. Now they're 2-1 and playing the Bucks in the IST tomorrow.
I'll be sweating.
And then after the Wizards, the Magic have got the Nets, another winnable game. But then unfortunately, they've got the Cavs, the Celtics, the Heat, the Bucks, the Pacers.
Good test.
That'd be great test.
So they could win up to like 9 in a row. And then it'll be interesting. They're going to beat one of those big teams.
Sure.
You'd think they're not. You'd hope they're not going to go on a 5-game losing streak. But okay, they're sitting second right now. Let me ask the bottom line question: what are they? Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to make the play-ins? Are they not going to make the play-ins? Or what are they doing?
I think they definitely make the playoffs.
Yep.
I feel like they'll stay top 6. They'll lose a few games, but they're playing very well as a team. They all feel like hustle players as well. Definitely making the playoffs.
Yep.
Definitely making it.
Yeah, I'm a playoffs team. Maybe play in, but play. Yeah, that bottom of the range team. Just because there is an identity there, and they're winning, but not shooting at an amazing rate.
Yeah.
So I would be a bit worried if they're shooting at an amazing rate, and then
They're going to cool down.
Yeah, cool down. But hey, they're just grit and grind right now. So that's why I think this run is sustainable. But we'll see what the schedule gives them.
I'll go a bit more scared, and I'll just go play-ins.
Okay. You think they're going to fall a bit?
7 to 10.
Things will average out?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the East has been weird this year, but the Bucks have got it together, and they've got it together a bit.
Asterisks. Yeah, got it together.
They just got away against
So,
Portland.
but we've got the Celtics
let's
who will be
remember
up
that.
there. The Sixers will be up there. The Bucks. I do think that
Miami.
I don't know if I'm putting Miami. I do think the Cavs will be in the 4.
Maybe injury. You see how thin
And
they
then
are.
it's about, so there's actually outside the plane, because the plane only starts at 7. So you got 6 spots. They could get 6.
Indiana,
They could get 6.
Miami.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
feeling.
Indiana. All these Indiana,
Miami, New York.
I have respect. But you guys again could finish 8th and then win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't pick with you guys. But maybe, yes, Miami will be in the top 6. And then, so that gives us one more. And then Atlanta this season starting all right.
Just all right.
Pacers are nice.
Yeah.
Magic. These teams will
Brooklyn,
fight.
yeah.
Brooklyn.
There's a lot of like mid of the table
Mid-table.
teams.
Yeah.
So that gives them chance. They're not going to be like, trying to be 15th to 14th. They'll definitely be in the mix.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the next team. And they're on top of the Western Conference standings. Equal best record in the league with the Celtics. Oh, no, actually, they're 1 win behind, but they're still same in the loss column. The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes, sir.
They're
Timberwolves.
back. Now, I'll start off with the question straight up. Should the league be worried about the Timberwolves' dominance? Is that what we're saying?
I think so.
Good work?
Yep.
They should be.
They've got grit.
Okay.
They've got grit. They got the Ant-Man.
They got
the
such a
Ant-Man.
Baby
nice...
Jordan.
Baby Jordan.
They got such a nice starting 5. Conley is just a veteran point guard, doesn't turn over the ball, is a great gel piece.
Yep.
And then they've got, of course, Ant. Jaden McDaniels is one of the best wing defenders in the league. Karl Anthony Towns is still a
All-star.
good vet, all-star type guy. And Rudy Gobert obviously took last season personally, and he's back to his
playing up
defensive
to
best.
standards.
He's killing it defensively again.
Please don't leave out Naz Reid.
And Naz Reid off the
Naz
bench.
Reid.
Yeah, Naz Reid.
Please.
He's-
And he was
he's
for
a
me. I
killer.
think that was the defining line of them not making the playoffs last year. I
The
feel like,
injury of Naz Reid.
yeah, like
Or they got bounced by Denver straight away.
but in terms of showing a bit more grit and tenacity in there, for sure.
And they've had some big wins. So they gave the Celtics, was it it was their first loss. God, the NBA just all gels, meshes together. So they beat the Celtics. They beat the Nuggets. They beat they beat the Pelicans twice. They've lost to the Kings. They've lost to the Suns.
Golden State twice.
They beat Golden State twice. One of them, Golden State had to run out. Anyway, point is, they look good, got good defense, and looks like a bit of a both sides of the ball guy, defense and offense.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like when they beat the Celtics, come on,
Yeah.
stole that ball off
Look, hey.
Tatum. Like, oh,
I will say he was on 5 fouls, and I think he got away with a couple there. He was like, he's.
No, he got away with it. He got
I
away
feel
with
like
it.
this to Tatum, but we'll take it. I wanted the Celtics to lose, so that was good.
that's not legit.
But no, the Minnesota Timberwolves. You answered. Did you answer? Like, should we be worried about how good they can really be?
Yeah, definitely worried about how good. Basically, they've replaced the Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah, I like
The
that.
Grizzlies are like, you have to have that filler spot, and they've
Yep.
come up, but they're all healthy.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
pretty
Yeah.
much,
Conley's like here.
Everyone's healthy.
Old
that I
man
can think
kind
of.
of
They've
thing.
got Kyle Anderson. I don't think they've got many outs
So
at all, if
all
any.
healthy. All have an identity. See, last year they're figuring it out. Similar, like that's why I was like, these Bucks, it's too much of a change.
Yeah.
You got the coaching
Scary.
change, you got the personnel change. So, but these guys, they said, hey, let's run it back one more time. We had XYZ injury, and we've just added in a piece of Conley.
McDaniels got
And-
injured at the end of last
Exactly.
season as well.
And now they figured it out completely.
Well,
But
Conley
the
was
whole-
there last season.
Yeah, but he came in later.
Everyone was,
Yeah.
everyone was
trying
gelling,
to
all
figure
this
it
sort of
out.
stuff. The Timberwolves are on fire. Let's go straight down to the second placed Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are
I love this team.
equal second in the league and in the Western Conference, 11-5. For me, they are outperforming my expectations. I still had them as like a middle of the. I thought they'd make the playoffs, but I had them as like maybe a play-in. What did I have them? Something like that. They're
They're a team.
and they're just what's that saying? Their numbers don't add up to the sum of their parts or some bullshit like that. That's when it's like, anyway, that's when it's like, you've got your Harden, your Kyrie, and your Kevin Durant. You got the stars, but they don't add up to an impactful team. Josh Giddey, who I still think is going to get traded. They don't play him
Really?
like as many minutes as they should because he's the same player as Shea. I said from the start he'll get traded. But anyway, Josh Giddey's nice. Chet,
Oh,
I think he's over like
he's rookie of the
outplaying
year for sure.
their expectations. Yeah, so far, Chet, Shea,
I had Chet on.
Shay's another level.
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams. And then they obviously have Lou Dort and Giddey, whatever. And then Isaiah Joe off the bench. They have Kenrich Williams. As you said at the start, this unit, there's no hiding. When watching that Golden State game or those Golden State games,
Yeah.
it's like, Clay, who has been out of form in general, but Clay's trying to breathe. And it's like, Shay's on me, Lou Dort's on me, Jalen Williams is on me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, shit. And then you go down the other end, they all make their threes. They're like bomb away from three. They play at a fast pace. And Shea, they have that guy if they need to go to that
Exactly.
guy. He can just do it.
Did you watch that Golden State? He hit, I think, 3 buckets in a row, then got that defensive stop.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
in OT. Like,
Yeah.
he done that all. I rewatched it last night, and I was amazed.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's...
He's
And to block Stephen Curry
Yeah,
on a
and
step back.
He's stepped it
He
up.
does that.
On,
I haven't
he stepped it
really
up
seen
on
that.
both ends again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's stepped it up defensively, offensively.
And Chet Holmgren, like he hit obviously that big shot, but he also hit a lot of baseline mid range. When the big guy's like, do I even go? Is he going to shoot that? But he can shoot.
If they don't meet,
it's scary.
Sorry, I'll let you jump in a second. If they don't meet someone with a big bad center,
Yep.
they could go real deep.
Yeah.
They could go scary deep.
He catches lobs to.
You know what I mean? If they don't meet a Jokic, if they don't meet an in-form AD, and if in the finals they don't meet an Embiid,
Yep.
they can go toe-to-toe with most teams, I'll say that.
You reckon?
Against Celtics as
See,
well.
that's where
Because this team as a small ball team against... I know Chet had a good game against Embiid 2 days ago, but Embiid had a better game against Chet in terms of he ate.
Physicality.
He ate his way through it.
But that's where
If they have to stop that's what I'm saying. And they're a very offensive team. If they have to stop a big bad center like Jokic or Embiid or whoever, that's when they might have their kryptonite. But if they're meeting the Warriors,
Them against Boston as well would be a great
even
matchup.
Boston, the Kings would be a nice. I know Sabonis is Sabonis, but the Kings, they'd be able to run it up and down with them.
Yeah.
The Clippers.
Scary.
I could see the OKC running around the Clippers. I mean, everyone would.
yeah.
But, OKC, I could see them running around the Suns.
They play defense. That's why. They play defense.
Lakers. It would depend on Disney, but I would pick OKC.
But
Not
I
in
would
the
say
playoffs.
you're
OKC.
picking OKC against all these teams or competing. That's the difference.
No,
we can play cute here competing.
No.
But we don't. We're not. I'm not saying. I'm not on the vote of they're beating.
A few of them competing, but a lot of them even beating.
No,
I reckon
and
they'd
this is
beat-
in a 7-game series in the playoff in April.
Yeah, I reckon they'd beat
This is
Golden
mad.
State.
Shay's nasty.
This is madness.
I reckon they'd beat Golden State.
Golden
Pump the
State,
brakes.
yes.
I don't know. They would
100%.
compete against Boston. I think right now I would probably.
Is this the same runs as what Kings had last year? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No,
because Kings had a solid effort. No. Just get me wrong.
Chet is better than Sabonis.
No. You have to.
That's a big one.
No, you have to understand, right? When you're saying competing 7-game series, this team has not been in the playoffs, so we don't know what's going on in terms of being exposed completely. I'm just pumping the brakes on that. They're making the playoffs, and this will be their first playoffs, but they'll be completely in bright lights and bamboozled when it comes to that first year. There'll be a first-round exit. Guaranteed! But it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's more of, hey, okay, now we can figure out what pieces we want. What do we want for Josh Giddey, et cetera, et cetera. So if I'm an OKC GM, you keep this core, you just let it run out to the end of the season, and you fix it up.
Yeah.
They've still got a lot of picks. I feel like.
They do. They've still got a million picks, so we'll see what moves.
Ridiculous.
And they're going to trade Josh Giddey,
good.
I'm telling you.
They're so
I don't know, it'll
good.
be this offseason.
They don't need to trade him.
I'm telling you, bro, watch OKC, and I'm telling you, they don't even want to bring him on. Let me tell you that.
Well, now
No. Before this whole Josh Giddey stuff, they bring him on. He's a starter, and I see them in games bring him on with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What kind of minutes is that?
And I think his plus minus is bad as well relative to.
I don't know. All I know is when I watch them, and even before this season, Shea can shoot, but isn't a shooter, and he's like a guy who just drags you to the rim. And
Shay's not a catch and
puts
shoot.
it in,
He's
right?
just a bucket getter.
And he's a great facilitator. That's exactly what Josh Giddey is. It's just Shea's a better one. They're too similar.
Too similar, but also Giddey's ceiling isn't it.
Yeah, well, you're the bench Giddey guy.
Yeah, like I appreciate Giddey for what he is, but he's not it.
I reckon someone will start him and pay him.
It just has to work out his shot.
Start him and pay him.
Yeah, Giddey.
No, he's good.
Nah, he's good.
definitely
He's
No,
like
he's good, but
definitely
he's
good.
not. He's too raw, and I don't see enough improvement.
I can see someone like Charlotte if they didn't have Lamar, like that type of club. I can see them,
Wizards.
or like the Wizards. I could see them
Detroit.
paying, or Detroit. Maybe they got
No, I know they got.
these type of clubs. I can see them paying like a Josh Giddey.
Wow, but you don't see Weet-Bix.
He's in trouble of losing his
He's
$40
losing
million.
$40 million.
Oh,
40.
yeah, is that real?
I did not know, but I did not know Weet-Bix had that kind of money.
Bruv.
40 mil.
Wheaties bucks.
$40 million for.
Anyway.
All right. Anyway, last team.
They got too much money, these NBA players.
Do we need to worry about the LA Clippers?
We should be
Who
worried.
Today, as we record
Tell
this.
them.
Tell us. Just
So,
tell them.
the Denver Nuggets have been without Jamal Murray for quite a few weeks because of hamstring, or a couple of weeks. Today, the Denver Nuggets visited the LA Clippers in LA, of course. Jokic was out, Aaron Gordon was out, and of course, Jamal Murray was out. And this is the same Denver Nuggets that everyone's saying no depth. And while we had great performances from Reggie Jackson and also a bit of DeAndre Jordan, that's no excuse. This should have been a scheduled loss for the Nuggets and a scheduled win for the Clippers. They need to just go out there, blow the doors off them. Everyone's done by three-quarter time.
The players at the end of the bench should have been expecting to come on.
Yes.
That's
Again, I repeat, the no-depth Denver Nuggets of this season, no Jokic, who's like three players, right?
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
like three players. No Gordon, no Jamal Murray.
That's crazy.
And the Nuggets beat the Clippers.
And it wasn't even Michael Porter Jr. who put him to bed.
No.
He did with one last throw at the end, but he wasn't the one that was.
So the Clippers had
worried
won
about.
they had won their last 4 and 5, but give me the asterisks to that.
The asterisk is they beat the bottom team, the Spurs, back to back.
They beat the Spurs
Double
twice,
asterisk.
so that doesn't count. And they lost to the Pelicans, who are good. They did beat the Mavericks, whatever. Good
Whatever.
win.
Yeah.
Good win.
Yeah.
The Mavericks
It's like a
are always
gatekeeper
going to be
kind of
hot
win.
and cold. And you know what? They beat the Rockets in this little win streak of theirs.
Oh, that's
like
good.
the Rockets have been decent,
Yeah.
but it's
It's expected.
they're not going to be winning every game, the Rockets. So now that they lost this game, I was thinking to myself, maybe the Clippers are coming back. Now that they lost this game today, we need to talk about these LA Clippers.
They need more than Westbrook saying he's off that. They need Harden to say he's coming off the bench because it's not working. That offense is not right, especially in clutch times. You can see, all right, let's give the ball to Kawhi.
Yep.
But Kawhi's that person where he's not going to force it. Like, he'll give it off, and that's what I saw at the end of this game, where he did try to force it. He was missing, so then he'd drive, and then he'd kick it out. James Harden fake the three, doesn't want to drive it, passing it off, and no one's moving as well. So
they're currently sitting in 11th in the West, 7 and 9. Cheech, when is the time this season that you put the big red button on the table that says give up on this team? Is it now?
You don't because you're too deep. You're too
No,
deep.
no, not the Clippers. Us, everyone, the public.
Oh, the
If
public.
you're still holding on, when do we give up? When do we
when
say
you
they're
throw the
fucked?
towel in,
No,
Like-
no,
like,
you're
when
supposed
do
to.
you-
You're supposed to be 2 weeks ago. It was supposed to be 2 weeks.
When they got
ago.
Harden?
When they got Harden, it was it. The team was solid.
Well, they
it
were
was. It was solid.
they look like they were it.
I really didn't understand what they were doing. So I was like, I gave the benefit of the doubt. It was like, hey, you got like four, like, you know,
It's the
this is
stardom.
Team America, man.
LA stardom.
You know what I mean? So I was like, look, I'm like, how do you defend like 4 All-Stars all at the same time? But nah, man. There's just not enough balls on the court, not
just
enough
think-
systems to play.
What we're seeing is, like, when they play and they got James Harden to finally be that point guard facilitator that they've always wanted, but he's like exactly what they are, but just point guard version. When you watch them, even Russ to an extent, they're all just like my turn, your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
Superstars don't cut.
and that's right.
They
Superstars
don't move.
cut.
It's more just and especially if if the superstar isn't on and they're not hitting shots, then really they're deferring to their role players to cut and get those easy baskets.
And
But
I
no one's doing it.
wonder, Ty Lue.
So Zubac had 21. He was the best player on the Clippers. Zubac.
That's so,
Today.
so,
He had
so
21
bad.
points. He was better than Kawhi. Paul George had 4 points. He shot, I think, 2 from like ridiculous.
100.
Yeah. James Harden and Westbrook are they're just
'Cause
almost
even
too
James
easy to
Harden-
guard because,
Yeah.
you know.
Even James Harden, when he's got the ball and he's facilitating, he's so slow with it.
Yeah.
And he's
waiting for the end of the
so
shot clock
and he
as well.
and yeah. It's
When
weird.
you wait for the last bit of the shot
Yeah,
clock,
it's too easy to defend.
Yeah.
That's why
You're
Joel
like
Embiid and James Harden kept having issues because James Harden will hold it.
Yeah.
You'd give it to Joel Embiid in the post. He'd wait to the end of the shot clock, and it's forced.
Yeah.
force errors.
I was thinking Ty Lue was the person to fix this team completely, but
Well, he took the blame apparently today in the post game.
is
Aaron
it?
Lue said it was his offense.
You remember Ty Lue, right? In what he did with Cleveland. And he managed Kyrie, LeBron, Kevin Love, whatever. He made it work so well, and he made the superstar factor work in that team. I'm not saying they had 5 superstars, but he made it work. And so you'd think maybe he is the guy for this job, but
he had LeBron James.
But as you talked about, LeBron, right? LeBron is a different factor. But as you talked about, there's too many of them on this team. There's too many, and they're not different players either. They're all the same type
all
of
rhythm
guy.
players. That's the
Yeah.
thing
all
as
system
well.
players.
And they're all like, and
4 different
actually, and LeBron, on that note, he had LeBron, and LeBron is a better facilitator than Harden. LeBron will get it moving.
Yeah.
And even Kyrie Irving will get it moving.
Downhill he's better.
Kevin Love will get it moving. Takes a rebound, touchdown pass.
But even like I just said, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, they're all rhythm players. It might take them 15 games and also into the second, third quarter to catch heat.
Yeah.
They're not just like
If they do, as we've probably said before, the absolute ceiling of this, they could look unbelievable. If they have some synergy where the ball's flicking around, and then it's like Kawhi stabs you, and then PG stabs you, and then Harden steps back, and then this and that, it would be great. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to end up like that. It seems like Kawhi gets the ball, and he does, mid-range, PG, Harden, Westbrook drives in, misses. And then
none of those players are going for offensive boards. Or know what I mean? No one is going
Doing
for
the
that
dirty
second
work.
effort.
No, yeah.
Like those role players, your Batums and stuff, or even on the defensive end, they're doing that second effort to get that rebound or box that player out.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not getting as much as that, you know.
And then we got Batum now, and now
I like Batum.
now they got PJ Tucker who doesn't shoot.
Exactly.
He just gets the ball and just doesn't do anything with it.
easy to
So
defend.
I don't know. What are the
Trouble-
Clippers?
trouble down there in
Real
the
talk.
basement.
The real talk. Are they making the playoffs? Let's go big. Are they making the playoffs?
They're making the play-ins.
No, not making the playoffs.
No.
They're making the play-ins.
They're making the
then.
play-ins.
Potentially playoffs, but they're making the play-ins.
No. Because you know what? You can't teach an old dog's new tricks.
Ooh.
You can't. Russell Westbrook was still doing the Russell Westbrook thing before the whole James Harden came in.
Yeah.
But Ty Lue was able to make it work.
They had other players around them.
You know, as you say, I want to see that beautiful basketball movement with all those 4 guys.
Yeah.
But, you know,
should watch us on
Harden,
Monday.
I'm assistant player. Paul George, I want to, cross it over. And then Paul George, if any, will be the most adaptable person.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just those 2 guys, Harden and Russell Westbrook on the same team, just not happening.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm going to say they'll be in the play-ins.
I'm
Wow.
going to say play-ins.
Play-ins.
I don't think top.
It's
is it
crazy.
top 6. Did I get it?
Top 6 is
Yeah, I
out
don't
of,
think they get
above the
top six,
plains.
no.
Well, let's look at the West right now. So
Minnesota.
Jamal Murray will come back.
Yeah.
So eventually. So the
Alright,
Nuggets will
baby.
be in there. We go on Minnesota will be
Yep.
above the plains. Minnesota?
Okay, yep.
Yep. OKC above the plains.
Okay, fine.
Yep. There's Phoenix, Dallas, Sacramento at the moment.
Oh, come on. I forgot about... Yeah, so Sacramento will be solid.
Yeah, so that's 4.
Suns will be solid.
Suns, I mean, if they're there now, the Suns, with all their injuries, that they should be right. Suns will be there. That's 5.
Lakers should be.
And then
Lakers, Dallas,
Dallas,
Lakers.
Sacramento, and then there's Lakers, then there's Pelicans.
Oh, my God. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Clippers are definitely not making it.
You don't know.
to top
This team,
6.
what was I saying before? When you don't have an identity, you can't play to that. These guys have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
crazy.
OKC
No
are
idea.
doing so well because they've banded together. They have a team.
They
Yeah.
have a system.
They got a system. They got
Well,
one system.
That is
They'll
a
follow it.
few teams that the NBA should be worried about in different ways. Boys, let's get on to... We're bringing it back. I don't
Bring
know.
it back.
We're bringing back games, right? We're doing some games here. So I forgot to fucking get into this, but we're gonna spend
Don't talk to me.
1 minute.
Don't talk to
today. The Lakers played the Sixers. Let me just lay out some stats for everyone. The Lakers haven't beaten the Sixers since 2020. Fun fact: I was actually at that game. Of course, we lose that game, but you haven't beaten us since. Today we beat you by 44 points. That was the tied fourth worst loss in Lakers history. It was the worst loss in LeBron's career. It was... You guys are really bad. AD had 12 points in the first quarter, I'm pretty sure. Finished with 17.
Yeah, that's AD.
Disney.
Stunk.
LeBron was mad after the game. Joel had 30 points at three-quarter time. What else do I have for you? You haven't beaten us. We've beaten you 5 times in a row. You haven't beaten us in 3 years. I don't know if I've got anything else. How do you feel?
For the Lakers fans, before this ends, let's just remember who's actually won a ring within the last 10 years, all right? No one's going to remember this game next week. This is all done.
Yes, they will.
done.
Anyway, so fuck the old
you.
bees. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. You're so lucky. You're so lucky.
I'm lucky.
Did I have anything else? We're the best. I wake up on Sixers Lakers Day and I know, win.
We'll got your next one.
Easy.
We had no plays. We had no plays today. Vando, Gabe, Cameron. Two
we only
best defensive players out.
You only had LeBron and AD.
Yeah. Clippers had 4 superstars. They couldn't put
I
away
don't want to hear about
the
the
depth
Clippers.
list.
I don't want to hear about the Clippers.
we'll
The
move on.
Lakers do not beat the Sixers. It is simple. Joel Embiid, I'm pretty sure, has never lost to the Lakers because that game that we lost that I was there, he didn't play. Joel has beaten the Lakers 7
You
times.
can never
in a row.
verse us when it matters, which is the playoffs. Yeah. So
Yeah, you're
let's
lucky.
They
remember
never
that.
get to the end, isn't
Exactly.
No, but you're lucky because if we were in the Western Conference playoffs, you know, we'd sweep you as well. like
If we were in the
Nuggets.
East, we'd sweep you too. We'd have a clear run in the East.
Aha,
Be
okay.
fine.
So the first one we'll do is what we call who you're taking. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up just 1v1.
Yep.
But it's a bit more vague than that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not about 1v1s. It's like, who would you pick out of these two players?
On your roster.
So who are you taking?
Who are you
All right.
taking? Pick him.
LeBron James, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Like at this current age, at this current time,
Right now.
LeBron James. I'm
Ooh,
picking LeBron
straight
James.
up.
Straight up.
LeBron James.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect this so quick. So
Can't disrespect
you've
LeBron
taken?
like that.
let me just go through it. So this season's SGA, 31-6-6, stepped up defensively. He is only a 36% three-point shooter. He's had 7 30-plus games. He's had 3 40-plus point games. LeBron, 25, 8 and 6. Career high 38% from 3 on 6 attempts.
21st season.
And he's got 5 30-point games this season.
If I'm a GM, I'm picking LeBron James all day. I'm
Wow.
selling shirts. I'm selling shirts, baby. At the end of the day, I'm selling shirts.
So
but also
quick.
it changes the organization. Like LeBron James' presence.
No.
Like I know, like
Don't-
if he's on my team,
No, we're
it's
talking
a different
On a
focus.
playoff series,
talking-
games
it's a
out of
different-
7.
We're talking on-court. Yeah,
On
but-
court.
We're taking LeBron
Still on
James.
Bro,
court.
On a
Shay,
7-game series,
you're
we're
out.
taking LeBron
You're out.
James.
You're out. You're not allowed to talk.
100%.
Get me out of here.
You're
Just
RB.
that IQ, that vision, that
Bro, you know what? 31, 6 and 6. Shai Gilgeous.
Nah, that's regular season. Again, as I've said with the OKC, I need to see him what happens when this goes into
Still
the playoffs.
proven.
LeBron James is proven, and he's still got it. And
he's
what
still
happens-
got it.
He's still got it. What happens to
still
point
got it.
restrictions this year? It doesn't matter. He's playing 40 minutes
He's
a
that
game.
good. They can't not
When he
have him on
comes
there.
He comes in. I understand where you're coming from, Nafe.
You guys-
like, turning of the
Look,
league.
all right,
But
I'm going to say LeBron
still
as
here.
well, but you guys went too quick. Way too quick.
nah.
Went too quick.
Nah. I've thought about this low key because you know what?
Unless you were
seasons
saying
ago-
Jordan, then I would have slowed down and thought about it. But
Jordan.
So,
who?
okay,
Jordan
so
who?
you're trying to...
Michael Jordan, we're talking.
This wasn't...
we're talking.
Jordan. We're talking about right now, though.
This wasn't meant to be this, but what? You're telling me there's no one you pick over LeBron right now in the NBA?
right now.
Yes. There are a few players you must pick over. Shea, fine.
Okay, yeah, I know who I would.
What Jokic,
Jokic.
Yes.
Luka?
Luca?
No.
No, I'm
Jokic.
not picking Luca.
I don't even know if I'd pick Jokic.
I
No,
don't know
I'm
if I
picking
pick
Jokic.
Luka.
Definitely Jokic. I'm picking Stephen Curry. Definitely picking Stephen
Steph
Curry.
would be a big shout.
All right.
KD would be a big shout.
KD is like a maybe because he's not healthy all the time.
Hmm.
Whereas LeBron James is like,
I'll tell you another one.
James is hard.
I'll tell you another one. Devin Booker would be a big considerate for me. Devin Booker is really good.
he's good. He's good. It's unfortunate. Like, is this the first season that I've seen
And
him
I
kind
didn't
of
I
injured?
didn't say
Like-
Giannis, but you probably would have to go Giannis.
Mate, no.
Nah.
He's
Nah.
not been it this season. And even, I
know,
understand where
but
you're
give him
coming from.
a moment. Give him a moment. He's finding it.
He's finding it.
I can.
But
Okay,
I
he
pick
doesn't.
LeBron
He's got
James.
huge playoff flaws. Giannis, I get maybe not picking him, but definitely Jokic. Stephen Curry is a good shout. KD is a good shout, and I'd say definitely like probably
All good shouts,
Booker,
but we're
Booker.
talking about
Booker.
LeBron James over here.
You and you were
LeBron
talking about
James.
LeBron James.
Nah, I'm picking LeBron.
Nah, Shay's.
Veteran
Pick
presence fan.
LeBron.
Nah, Shay's. That was
We're
too
making
quick.
money with LeBron, yeah.
All right, go. Hit
I'll
me
go
with
next.
yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Devin Booker?
See, this one got me thinking. And we did this last year. We did this exact same question last year.
may
And
have
I was
done
on
it.
the shade
It's
train.
so
I was on
relevant.
the
It's
shade
still
train.
relevant. They're
And-
both killers. I don't know. This has got me
But
confused.
Booker stepped up a level. They both stepped up a level, and I don't know which
I don't know which
ceiling
level's higher.
Yeah,
This has got you stumped.
because last year I was really shook, but I was like, I have
You're going to feel
Booker.
bad for choosing.
But this
Because-
time, I like headband Booker. You know how LeBron James had different
Booker with his new
series. This is step
But
headband
Shai
Booker.
is silky. So nice. They're high on the ladder.
I did
with
just
less-
say that
with
I might
less
take-
superstars.
Just to
Yeah.
clarify to everyone that they're all on the same page. I did just say that I might take Devin Booker over LeBron. So, that's tough. You chose Booker?
I choosing
The
Booker
same
because I
position.
chose Booker last year, and I think everybody stepped up a notch.
Shay's crazy.
And
Did
but
you see?
Shea, I know,
Did you
but
see
Booker's
Jeff
also
Teague,
crazy.
Jeff Teague said that Shay's the best player in the league,
Did he say that?
Really?
Watch out tonight.
and we all love Jeff Teague.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He said that Shay's the best player in the league.
I'm picking Shai.
really?
After saying what he's done
Shay,
at
okay,
this season
it's as
already.
simple as this: Shay does more.
Yeah, them.
What Devin Booker does,
It's elite.
if you're only going to be like, this might.
He's a scorer. He's a
Might be
scorer.
wrong.
Devin
He's a
Booker
dead-
has
dead-
Kevin Durant
But
next
if
to him.
Life's
easy.
But like, okay, against the Knicks yesterday, he
What?
beat the Knicks by himself.
Oh, okay. By 3 points at the buzzer.
By
Shai
himself.
Gilgeous
by
beat Golden
himself,
State.
by
Yusuf
himself.
Yusuf Nurkic, Watanabe, Drew Eubanks. He beat them by himself. No Beal, no no Durant.
Come on, man. Give him
If
his
you're
credit.
gonna only be like one type of guy, which Booker can pass, he wants to prove a point that he can pass. But if you're gonna be one type of guy in the modern NBA, you want to be like a Booker.
He can get it
Man,
anytime.
he's
anyway.
so good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, as in,
Yeah,
I mean, as
yeah.
in like Shay's a nucleus. He does everything.
Shai's
Yeah.
strong as well.
Booker,
I just need to see.
Booker's the best shooting guard in the league.
I just want to
Just
see.
straight up, he's just.
Questionable, but yeah.
I want to
Who's the best
see.
shooting guard in the league.
Maybe Shai.
Nah, he's a point guard. He's a point guard.
They both play the same role.
No.
they do.
No. Booker only because he has to. Shea is a point guard, bro.
Booker will
Handy.
be holding the ball more than Bill when he's back.
Yes, but only because he has to, because Beal and Durant aren't point guards. That's
So
only
Bill
'cause
will
they
be
have
the
to.
shooting guard.
If Shea was on the team with Booker, Shea would be the point guard.
Yep.
If Shea was on,
Because he's better.
if
Because
Sha-
he can ball handle it and still get the ball in the ring when he wants.
because he's a better point guard. That's the
Josh
point.
Giddey's the point guard.
No.
He's not the shooting guard. He's not the shooting
Josh
guard.
Giddey is just out of place. That's my
No,
point
but
about
he's-
going to
Yeah,
trade
he-
him.
yeah.
That's my point. They drafted talent, so they have to. It's like when we drafted all those centers,
Yeah,
Embiid,
yeah.
Nils Noel, Jamil Okafor, all this sort of stuff.
Shea started as a shooting guard. He's not a point guard.
He is a point guard, but now he's a point guard.
Now he's a
He's
point
a
guard.
point-
He's
He's
cemented
that
point
good
guard.
that he plays the point guard
But
role as good as any point guard in the league right now. That's why he's so good, though.
Yeah, but he's a point guard. You're trying to be like he's not a point guard. He's so good. That's Booker's story. Booker's not the point guard, and yet he's
what the comments say.
facilitating.
We'll give
right,
us- let's see what the
Shea is a
comments say.
pure point guard, right? Okay.
So who are you taking? You don't want to say it because Shea's that
No,
good.
they are like literally neck and neck.
What's Booker's
Literally?
stats? What's Booker's stats this season?
I
don't know.
Anyway, that's why my pick is Booker. Just that playoff experience.
Defensively, Shea's better.
Defensively, Shea's better.
There you go.
100%. Shea does more.
Ball handling is better.
He's better at facilitating. He's better at ball handling.
Sounds like you're talking
He's better
yourself-
at defense.
It sounds like you're
But
talking
no,
yourself into.
I'm agree with you.
Uh-huh.
But Booker, like, for one game, if I was picking for one game, I'd pick Booker.
Yeah,
When Booker's shot's not on, he doesn't look good.
And
Nah, see,
I can
that's
live
not
with
even
that.
right.
And,
That's not even right.
and that's how rare is that? That's like, I don't know,
Yeah, that's
5%,
rare as
2%
well.
of his
you
games.
said the games are average.
Anyway,
He's not Jordan Poole. Are
No, I
you-
like
you're
Booker, but I like
you-
Shea better.
We got some cold.
No,
boys
I
in
like
there.
Shea better because he's better. That's why I like him better. Period. They know that. They
Sorry,
know that.
technical difficulties. Just turning off the aircon mid show. That's all right. Anyway, I'll go Booker.
Oh,
Go hit us.
me in the middle of season.
I've forgotten the names.
Oh.
Okay. So, this is Pick of Powers.
Okay. No, you can. All right, fine. All right, pick a powers.
Okay, no, it can be now.
All right.
Can it be now?
Give it to us.
All right. Start off with.
Okay, no.
If you want to, start off with all time and then say them.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna say.
Say the names
I'm just
first.
gonna say the names.
Let us put
I'm just
some
gonna
context
whatever,
behind it.
whatever,
Our own context
whatever
behind
you
it.
want, whatever you want.
All right, go.
Right? Would you rather? Is that the?
Just go.
Okay. Would you rather Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard?
Oh yeah, we need like or whatever. If it's right now, it's KD. That's simple. Do you want all time? Do you want pick of powers? Do you want pick of powers?
I
or
want
do you
to pick of powers.
Oh,
It's still hard.
It's hard.
Right now it's KD. Just get it out there. Don't do
yeah.
me.
Okay, right now it's KD.
I don't know. To be honest, right
not wasting
now,
my
right
time.
now,
really?
today,
Are you saying really? I'm not
right.
even convinced.
Right now,
I think
Of him or what?
no, because Kawhi Leonard is in a totally trash situation. You have to understand.
Alright.
He's
that.
part of the problem at
no,
the moment.
right now today after live time, KD.
Not even a question.
But if Kawhi Leonard wins the next game, then maybe Kawhi Leonard.
No, you're
Wow.
nuts. You haven't been watching them this season then.
No, but
All right.
Kawhi
No, yeah, all right.
finally
Right now, KD.
found his
Right now,
form, finally found his touch this season.
no, but he found it in the last season in the playoffs. He was Hall of Fame in the playoffs last season.
I know.
2
But
games.
that's what I'm saying. Right at this moment,
Mm-hmm.
as in, I'm not talking form even. Right at this moment, if they're standing right here, I love doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to take one with you, you're taking KD. Who are you taking? You're taking
He's
KD.
shooting unbelievable at very high efficiency.
Yeah.
Forget shooting. That's him. That's
and
Kevin
he plays
Durant.
2 ways, right? Kawhi Leonard right now, he's dropped.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's in terms of that defensive tenacity, it's dropped.
Yeah.
but the
I
offensive
think it's
for
the
me is
team
still
as
there.
well.
Anyway,
I
Yeah.
think that
It's
he
K-
doesn't know where to
Let's
put
not
his
forget
energy.
that KD has no one as well.
But peak of power, KD or Kawhi Leonard.
That's tough.
That's so tough, man. And I'm going Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I've seen basically he made a grown man cry for my pleasure.
Are we talking Embiid or me?
Yeah, they, you're a boy. You're a boy then. Man, I mean, just by
We're
himself.
going,
Imagine just trading for one
He
season,
made the
one
whole city
guy.
cry.
but
One season, lifting up a whole country. That is some James Bond stuff,
and it's a big
man.
country as well. It's one of the biggest.
That's crazy.
That is
Whereas
crazy,
Kevin Durant, I understand, but we never really got to see that.
Let's get it done.
We never got to really see that.
I like that.
I'll go Kawhi. That's fucked, but I'll go Kawhi because it's our series as well. Kawhi Leonard in the Sixers Raptors series, fucking
But then goes
his
over.
defense and his offense. In terms of my time watching NBA, that Kawhi Leonard series is the closest I've ever seen anyone to Jordan.
Yeah,
Scary.
yeah.
So scary.
In terms of
Like it was like an anime.
obviously, like Kobe played like Jordan. I don't know. I wasn't actually following in Kobe's best years. I've
Yeah,
seen
we're
lots
only
of
following the
highlights and stuff.
the tail.
That series of Kawhi versus the Sixers was, and everyone was cold for the Raptors.
Yeah.
It was him versus us, and he beat us.
Jimmy, you had probably one of the best teams.
It was the best.
Rated.
Oh man.
And then he shut down Giannis in the whatever. Yeah, all right, I'll go
it was the
Kawhi.
greatest run in
It's hard because
ever.
Kevin Durant, his
never-
peak of powers is hard to argue with
Yeah.
against
I
anyone.
don't ever want to say against him.
Against
but
anyone.
when he tries to elevate to that peak of power,
But
snap of it. Snap of a ACL. Snap of
Yeah, that portfolio, bro, that Kawhi,
Mm.
the submits of that tiny, his portfolio is smaller peak of powers.
Mm.
But if you open it up and you're like, oh, wow.
Dissect it a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you
Like, hey, it's like
I'm going to take Kawhi.
got? Wow.
I'm going to take Kawhi. All time. Sorry, Kate. I do love it. I don't even like it. I feel bad. I feel so bad, but Kawhi Leonard.
All right. Now, let's move on to the next game. It's called Who Has More?
Yep.
All right. Who has more total blocks this season? Victor Wembanyama or Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis. 26.
Victor Wembanyama. 30.
The answer is Anthony Davis with 48. Victor Wembanyama, 45.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, AD, more blocks.
AD.
Yeah, what do you want from him?
I know. It's
All
like
right.
protecting the paint.
Who has more total blocks this season? Yusuf Nurkic or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I can go first.
Yep.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with 35 blocks.
I'm going to go Yusuf Nurkic with 22.
Yusuf Nurkic has more with 22. Fucking freak alien shit right here. He's got it on the nose. No, you've been studying this
Did he
shit.
actually have 22?
He's got 22.
he
Giannis,
actually?
yeah, Giannis has got 19.
Wow.
Actually, no. I actually didn't.
You're a
I
cheat,
didn't study.
bro.
I
You're a
didn't study
cheat.
this season. I studied career.
How crazy is that? Nurkic has more blocks than Giannis.
Yeah, it shows what's going on in the Bucks, man. That's
crazy.
It's no good.
Nah, but let's be real. Giannis, as good of a defender as he is, he's not the last line of
He's a
defense.
chase down block.
Brook Lopez,
is
has
leading.
like the yeah, he's leading actually.
leading.
That's where the little caveat is. Brook Lopez is actually the block
Giannis gets
guy.
a
in the
chase
Bucks.
down
Anchor
blocks.
of the
Yeah,
anchor of
Giannis
the
gets
defense.
chased down and like help defense and stuff like that. The center's going to get most of the blocks. So tricked you guys there.
Oh, I got
Anyway,
22, but
go hit us with yours.
who has more total blocks in their career?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so LeBron James versus Andre Drummond.
LeBron James playing for 21 years. That's what I'm going.
How much blocks do you think he has?
Oh shit. LeBron James. Oh, with quick math, 600.
Okay, Cheech. LeBron James or Andre Drummond?
LeBron James with 1,500.
Okay, so one has 1,086 blocks. The other has 1,087 blocks.
Oh wow.
Andre Drummond leads LeBron.
Oh,
Wow.
I was way off.
By
What
one.
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
And Andre Drummond's
Wow.
only played maybe half the games,
Wow.
Jeez.
or maybe 1/3.
Well, it does make sense. We went LeBron because of longevity, but
Last line.
Drummond makes the blocks.
It's a nice one though.
Blocks.
But they're only one different.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
next one. Anthony Davis or Rudy Gobert?
I'll go Anthony Davis with. I'll go 600 this time. 650 blocks.
I'll go Rudy Gobert with 1,100 blocks.
Okay, so one has 1,575.
Wow.
And the other has 1,487, and Anthony Davis leads.
So I would win that, but if I was so off,
You're so
you
off.
should
Nah, I
technically
should.
win it. Far out. All right, I'm way
Not bad.
underrating. That's hard to number to
That
get.
is. Yeah, the numbers are
no
hard.
research, no nothing.
Numbers
These are
are
hard.
All right, hit us with yours.
All right, let's go. Okay. Who has more 3-pointers in the NBA? Stephen Curry or James Harden?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Is it? You mean this season or all time?
All time.
He's the leader.
Yeah, I know. I was just double checking.
I'm not-
I'm just double checking.
Steph Curry.
I'm not giving.
I'm
it,
just
I'm not
double
giving a
checking.
number, but
How many?
You go first.
oh, what is it? It's like 2,000 rings a bell. 2,000.
Come on, spit it out.
700.
You?
2,320.
3,339.
How are you?
Okay.
Go.
All right. Who has more 3-pointers? Klay Thompson or LeBron James?
Oh, Klay Thompson with 2,000 flat.
Klay Thompson with 2,300.
It's LeBron James with 2,240.
Klay.
21 years.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
21
Should
years.
have backed.
Klay got 2.1
Yeah.
thousand.
All right.
That's good.
Now, all right. Well, that is the end of our show this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you next time.